Hello, friends. Hello. How are you today? I'm so excited to be with you in today's class. I'm sure you're enjoying your time with us so far. Kodular is such a fun platform for us to create a lot of amazing things. So, in our last class, we were able to design our screen one, the first page of our app, of our e-commerce app, to look like this. We're able to add the images of the different products on offer, then add shoes, shirts, bags, and laptops, right? And another thing we achieved in our last class was that when we click on the shoes button right here, it takes us to the screen where we have different cool, amazing shoes, right? Then you can see the prices and the buy now button. All right. So what we want to achieve today is similar, then we'll take it a step further. We want when we click on these shoes, on this shirt button, or the bags, or the laptop, it takes us to the different screens where we have those. So now the same way we designed the shoes screen, that's exactly the same way you design for the shirts, for the bags, and for the laptops, okay? Now quickly go to your shoe screen. Here's a very quick way to get it done. Now, because you already have the arrangements for these shoes here, there's no need to start doing that all over again for the shirts, the bags, the laptops, okay? So here's a quick way. Just click on copy screen. I'm going to do that right away. Click on copy screen. So we can now name our screen. Then we can name it shirt. Now, because I already have shirts, so I won't be able to use shirts again. So I'm just going to call this one shirts one. And I'll click on copy, right? Now it's going to duplicate the exact same screen for me. Now what I can now do is now begin to change the images, right, to fit. So you can see now I have shirts one, but I have exactly the same images, the same prices, the same buy now button. So what I can now do is begin to upload my images, right? So I'm just going to add this one. So you see, that's a very quick way for you to create another screen that looks exactly or very close to the one you already have, instead of adding screen and start the arrangement all over again. So you can quickly do that for shirts. And for, if you look here, I have the shirt screen. I have the shirt screen here. Then you also quickly create the bag screen. So you have the bags with the prices and the buy now button. So it's using the same arrangement. So you can just copy screen from shoes, like I said earlier. Then we have the laptops. Good. So that's the first thing. So quickly create the screen for each of them, for each of the products. So after your screen one, you need to have shoes, which we did last week, and then shirts, bags, and laptops. I just did this now just to show you how that works. So once you just click on this image, you come to picture, select, because I've already uploaded the picture. If you don't know how to upload the pictures, just come here to where you have upload file. So click on upload file, then you click on upload assets. Then it opens your folders for you where you have your picture saved. So double click on the picture, then you can upload it. So you said uploading bags 3 to Kodular server. So just wait for it until this disappears. Done. So you see, you can now click on X here. So when you come here, whatever image you have uploaded, if you look here, you can see I have uploaded several images. So you just click on whichever you want and it shows up on your screen. So let me just click on any one here. I'm just going to click on bags 2. So it shows up here. Oh, this is the shirt screen. So let me click on shirts instead. Shirts 2. Oh, let me use a different one. I think that would be cool. Perfect. So that's how we just duplicate the shoe screen and then add the image. Then also change the prices, because the prices won't be the same. So I'm going to change this price now from 25,000 on this shirt screen. So just scroll down here. So you see where you have text. So click on it. delete this. I'm going to make this 6,500. All right. So you see the price change. So I'm going to do the same for this. I'm going to change it to 4,900, right? All right, cool. So you can change the color of your buttons. So once you click on the buttons, you just scroll to the top here, you see background color. So you can choose any color you want here. I'm just going to choose indigo here, and you click on set. So you see that it's changed. Then you can also change this text as well. You can make it bold, you can make it light, you can change the font size, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. It's all up to you. You can change the font size. If you change to sans serif, if you change to serif, it's really up to you. Just explore as you want. And you can change the shape of this button. It's on default right now. If I change it to rounded, you observe that the edges are rounder than the other time. Then you can change the text. If you come to text, you see buy now. If I remove now, you change it to just buy. So I'm just going to put the now back. So you can change it to where you want it to be aligned left. You want it to be aligned to the left, to the right, but of course it makes sense to be in the center. And you can change the color of the text as well. So if you click on set, it changes, all right? So I think white is cool because of the background. All right, so that's it for that. So just get your different screens designed that way. Now, another thing I want us to achieve in today's class is this. Is very simple. Now, don't forget, when I click on, let's go back to screen one now. Now, if you click on shoes, it takes you to the shoe screen, right? If you click on shirts, it takes you to the shirt screen, right? If you click on bags, it brings you to the bags screen, right? And if you click on laptops, it brings you to the laptops screen. Now, don't forget how we achieve that. Let me quickly go to the blog so you see how we achieve that. So if you go to blogs, let's start with the shoes. You see this is shoes. If you scroll down, don't forget we're on screen one, where you have all the different buttons. So this is shoes. For the shoes, when you click on shoes, you see the different options that we have. So when shoes button click, do what? So when we say when shoes button click, do open another screen, and you put the name of the screen here. So that's the same thing you do for shirts, for laptops, and for bags. So let me put the bags right in here. So what happens is when I click on the shoes button, it opens the shoes screen. When I click on the shirts button, it opens the shirts screen. And when I click on laptops, open laptops. Now take notes. Let me click on this. Now you take note of the name of the screen. That's exactly how you type it here. You see shirt is capital S. Here too is also capital S with S at the end. Just exactly how it is here. So you must make sure that the screen name you put here is exactly as you have it here. All right. Now this is a text string. In our last class, we covered that, but just a quick recap. To get this text string, you come to text here. You click on text, you see this empty text string up here. So you drag it down, then you can type the name of the screen exactly how it is on this drop down. All right. So you see that. All right. So we don't need it. So I'm just going to delete that right away. So that's exactly how you do for each of the categories. Let me move these bags in properly. Ooh. Good, perfect. All right, so this is how you code the different buttons, right? To open the different screens. Don't forget, you must type the name of the screen exactly how it is here. If you use an underscore or a full stop, you must make sure you include it here in the name of the screens. So that is for the different screens. Let's come back to screen one, the designer. Now, the next thing we want to achieve is that, don't forget, when I click on shoes, it brings me to shoes, right? Now, if I check any of these shoes, say I like this one, and I like the price, and I want to purchase this one. Of course, what do you think I will do? I'll click on the buy now button, right? So now we want once we click on the buy now button, it takes us to the Jumia page because we don't have this product in store. So we want it to take us to Jumia page where I can find these shoes, right, and actually go ahead and make the purchase, right? So how do we do that? It's very simple. So now come here to your palette. You come to layout. Under layout, you see views. Click on views, then come here. Then you see what we call web viewer. Can you see this? Now, web viewer is a visible component. That means if I drag it into my workspace, into my screen, you can see it. You can see it, right? But we do not want the web viewer to be visible. We only want it to be active. We're going to code it, but we don't want to be visible on the screen, all right? So this is web viewer 2 because I already had one earlier, so that's why this is 2 automatically. So we don't want it to be visible, but we want it to be active, right? So when you come here to your properties and you uncheck visible, so you see you can no longer see it on the screen, right? But it's still there under your components. So you need this web viewer to be able to open this tab here, all right? So let's come back here. So I've made the web viewer to not be visible, so by unchecking here. Now, but it is still there under my component. So I'll come to blocks now to add my code. Now, don't forget we have 3 buy buttons here, okay? And this is all for shoes. We have 3 buy buttons: buy now, and buy now again, right? Now, so because this is the shoes section, I want it to take me to where we have shoes. So what we do is very simple. As you can see here, you scroll down, you come to buy, which is the button. Don't forget. Look here, let me come back to the designer. This is buy now. So I've named it as buy. The second one, I've named it as buy now. That's the second buy button. And the third buy button, I have named as buy to, all right? It's always good to name your button, so it makes it easy for you to code it. So if you come down here to your blocks, the component you have, so this is the buy button. I click on the buy button and it shows me this. So I have when buy click, what should happen, right? Then you click on web viewer. You then say call web viewer. So scroll down, you see call web viewer, go to URL. Call web viewer, go to URL. URL is the link you want it to go to. Right, so that's when buy click, do what? Call web viewer 1, which is the name of the web viewer. You can change it to web viewer 2, of course, because I have 2 now. So if I click on this, I'm going to find the second one, all right? But the focus here is, so you call web viewer 1, just like I showed you now. Yes, you can change it to 2 if you want, depending on which one. Then go to URL, then it shows you the URL. Then you come to text, Then you take this same empty text string that we use for the screen, right? Drag it here. Then you paste the link. Now, I went to Jumia and I searched for the shoes section, as you can see here. So I pasted that link right here. So what happens is, come back to designer. What happens is once we click on the buy now button, it brings me to this page, right?